We don't know.
We don't. That's perfect. I love that.
That's for you. That's for you. I'm showing him a sticker here for our show, and it just says "We don't know." It's just a bumper sticker.
Great.
Actually, here, you
I
a couple
love
of
that.
them. Yeah, we got you a couple of these, and
thank you.
And that's pretty much all you can say about when you get to these aliens. It's like, yeah, I can have the encounter, I can smash this lady, I could do all this, but at the end of the day, we don't know.
I like that. That's the most reasonable thing.
Yes,
when
sir.
I do a Skype from now on, I'm just gonna say, we don't know.
Yeah. Oh my God.
All right,
that was
you
so
guys
great.
love
You
it?
got him to say it. We don't know. This is gold.
Well, let's hear the next soundboard clip.
Oh my God.
We don't know.
Yes.
That's so great.
And he loved the sticker. If you're on Patreon, you're going to get one of those stickers too. But we gave him a few, and the timing was perfect because he wanted to say, we don't know. And now he said every time he goes on a Skype video, he's going to keep it next to him and he's just going to hold it up. I love that. I love it.
Oh, man.
We don't know.
Yes.
That warms my cold, dead heart. Thank you.
And
I'm so glad you guys got to hear that.
And the time of the festival, it's now at hand, so we say goodbye here to our new friend of the program, Calvin Parker.
Well, it's the honest truth, though. We don't know.
We don't at all. I want to say, I'm not going to keep you any longer. I know I got a lot of people here. I want to say thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us.
I appreciate it.
We really appreciate it. And before you go, I'm going to probably bug you. I'm going to stop this now. We're going to get you to sign some stuff if you. I'm going to go in there and buy your book. But this is for our listeners. We wanted to.
That'd be great.
There we go. So they're not frauds. See, he signed some stuff for us. So what did you guys think of that? Of me interviewing Calvin Parker?
Yeah, you did a good job, Russ. You did.
Yeah, I wish you could see the smile on my face
Seriously.
right now from listening to this.
Honestly, my face is
great.
frozen in a mixture of fear and happiness right now because I wouldn't have been able to do any better. That was great. And you hit all the points you needed.
We don't know.
And you got the we don't know. And you got some really awesome details out of the whole story. Like, you were obviously very well researched about the whole thing, and he appreciated that. And I think he appreciated that people actually genuinely care, and that there are listeners out there who really care and believe him.
Yeah, absolutely. And he has been around just so many people in the field that both shows have talked about so much. So anytime a Philip Glass or a J. Allen Heineken would come up, my Beeble Bobbers would shake, and I would say, I got to talk to him about this. I got to talk to him about getting a bat.
Your Beeble Bobbers started shaking? That's
did. They yeah. But after the interview, we escort him back to where he's going to go do his signing, and remember, we're dressed as Men in Black. Both of us, me and Michael, are dressed identical. So we escort him back very officially, and we notice.
So you guys look like chauffeurs.
We do with white badges. Our FBI guys. Mikey had an earbud in his ear. We were trying. I don't know what we were going for. Our badges said TIRBS on it. We made no sense. So
I'm really glad you guys did that. Uh-huh.
We escort him to where he does his signing, and we meet a man with a very nice TV camera because there was someone there filming a show. We never got the name of this show, but we were asked to be in the background of a shot. And what they asked us to do, they asked us to interrogate a life-size inflatable alien while they did their segment. So, did
you guys get paid for this?
No. Oh, no. He just like, hey, we're going to shoot this. Would you mind you be in the back talking to this alien? I don't know what the name of the show is. If someone finds it, let us know. If someone's done a recent show at the Pascagoula UFO Fest. But we weren't done here at all with Pascagoula, believe me. We were offered, and you heard it in there, an exclusive interview with the wife of Calvin Parker, who is a wonderful lady named Gwinnett. And she has never been interviewed before, and here she is.
Continue from when we were talking with Calvin now. We asked Calvin a question, and he almost threw it to you. First off, you can say your name for everybody.
Juanette. I go by Juanette. My real name's Dorothy Parker.
Dorothy Parker, we can call her Juanette. Uh-huh. I'm saying that right, Juanette?
Yes.
Okay. And so we asked Calvin, he actually asked Calvin, that Calvin didn't talk for this for a long, long time, that he didn't even tell you, and that people in town didn't even know that he was Calvin Parker. And what did you ask?
So he said he had a construction company at one point, and he said, at the time, nobody in town really knew that he stayed in town, but he was working and everything under, certain names and whatnot. And I asked him if he would be willing to go into it about if he used any aliases around that time that he would be willing to talk about. He said we should ask you these questions.
We asked if he ever went by any aliases, and he threw to you. Did your husband ever go by aliases?
Yes, they used to go by Randy.
Randy. Would he just be Randy Parker?
Yeah, I used to just say Randy. Like if we was out in public, he knew it was a little.
Yeah, to your friends and family was Randy.
All right,
Yeah.
All right. That's another exclusive. We ain't gonna say that out there. Enough of those TV guys. He probably won't be able to curse when he's on camera with them. We let him go loose. I was glad there was nobody in the restaurant. We didn't know
we don't know.
That's Calvin.
So I want to ask, what's he really like at home with you?
Let me see if I can sum that up. Calvin has a temper. I'm probably the only one that kind of calming down as far as, but he's a Scorpio. He can be very sharp, you know, and sometimes I don't think he realizes how he comes across, you know. Sometimes he's not a mean person. He's very kind. He loves, you know, he loves people, but he's probably more sharper with me than he is most people.
Yeah.
And sometimes I have to remind him that he's not my daddy.
What?
Because he did mention, y'all did get married really young, and I think you were younger than he.
He told me one time that he raised me.
Huh.
I said, and look how I turned out.
She is great. She was a cut up. She was so nice and just a very warm and fun woman. Yeah, what was that, Drea?
No. Oh, that was a little bit loaded. There's a lot in there, what she just said. But, you know, it doesn't change my opinion of him overall as a person and as a survivor and an abductee. I still have the utmost respect, but that had a lot of extra stuff I was not expecting.
I think Calvin went through a really traumatic thing, and his wife is stuck with him, and it has to be hard.
And he
both
raised
of
his
them.
wife, yeah.
I think that's just something he's saying, just being endearing, you know.
Just being a Scorpio. Hashtag just Scorpio things.
It's a Scorpio thing. We get more from Miss Parker here as she speaks about what Calvin was like after the events of the first abduction.
Mentions like, I think he really. Do you think he regretted not telling you for so long? Or
no, because I never brought it up, and I'll tell you why. Right after this happened, we were engaged. I didn't see him for 4 days. And when I saw him, I knew something had happened to him, but I did not know what. And I seen that for about 3 months after this happened, his mouth quivered, like a nerves. So, you know, I took it upon myself to kind of protect him. We did not talk about it out of respect for him, protecting him.
Yeah. So another just you could say it's also an eyewitness account of his just general demeanor after the event. And here, Miss Parker explains how she convinced Calvin to write a book about this.
We had went to a friend's wake that lived down the street from us.
Oh, and when people recognized his name when he signed in.
And there was like, I bet at least 8 people that hunted him up.
Just because of that.
And, sorry.
Her Beeble Bobbers are going all over the top.
But
she had Beeble Bobbers on.
Him and I, neither one ever thought about the people's perspective, where they were coming from. Like, have you been? What have you been doing? Where are you living? How's your health held up?
None of that.
Those kind of things. Those were the questions, and it was just like they were bombarding him, you know. 2 people went out to the car and got cameras, and we're at a wait. So about 45 minutes into that, I looked at Calvin and I said, "Baby, we need to go." You know,
just out of respect for the people.
Yes, and his wife, Melanie. So we went and said our goodbyes, and when we got in the car, it's just like, man, baby, people really care about you. I mean, genuinely. So I talked to him on the way home, but just out of the blue. We didn't know it was going to happen. And so anyway, I told him on the way home, I said, "Baby, I said, we're older now. I think we can handle things better now than what we did or could have when we were so much younger. I said, we've been through a lot, an awful lot. I said, maybe we ought to think about writing a book. I'll help you write the book.
Yeah. So
Man.
This is a couple that's been through a lot and stuck together and realized when they got older that they could feel free because they were at this wake and everyone is just showing, genuine concern about him and, no
Emotions.
judgment. Yeah, no ridicule anymore and stuff.
I gotta say, she's got a very soothing voice. I felt like I was just sitting alone here with her and she's calming me down. It's like, man, I believe everything you say right now.
Meeting her for just a few minutes, believe me, I warmed up to her so fast. I feel like we're friends already, and we love just being around her. Me and Michael talked to her for a lot of time that night, and she was a really wonderful person. Yeah, but much like Calvin, we explain ourselves embarrassingly and why we are leaving.
Oh no!
I have to explain to her now why we are leaving benches at UFO monuments.
Did you have to?
Well, I kind of wanted to catch her up. She actually had seen the bench. She saw it when it had all the stuff on it. She said she has stick and 2 walnuts at her house. She took them with her. She said someone left them.
Oh my God!
I think
Russ, that's awesome.
She's an unbeliever.
Yes.
I think the labels had worn off in the rain. But he's like, someone left bags. Oh, no, she said she did read it, so she knows. But she tells us a story.
Cool.
She tells us a story now of how she first saw the monument dedicated to her husband's experience, not the bench.
Hey, y'all, I got to tell y'all about the plaque. We weren't supposed to know anything about the plaque.
Oh, really?
Okay, this was when it was first being discussed or whatever. So Calvin and I went down there with a film crew, so they could film, we took them to where it happened and come back over there to sit under the gazebo. So I'm taking pictures of all kind for Philip. He's always asked me to take good pictures. And I forgot the camera. But anyway, I'm walking around just snapping pictures, and they were up on that pier, walking, and they were filming him, and I'm standing, like, right here. The bench is, not the bench, but
the monument.
The monument was right there. So I'm snapping pictures, and I seen Clay,
You see this guy on it.
Yeah.
It was up already? That's what had to catch your eye. Was the picture on already?
So look.
I was like, well, that's unmistakable. Yeah. No one else has ever seen this thing.
So I'm taking pictures. This was so freaky. I'm taking pictures. So I took the camera, and they were standing like the sun was like beaming down. And I was afraid it wasn't taking good pictures because I was facing the sun.
I'm seeing these things now.
Yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, so I was checking the camera to see if it was focusing or whatever, and I'm going, I'll be damned.
Where'd this come from?
I said, Calvin. I hollered for him, and this guy was from Portugal.
Oh, wow. He come out here.
He was here 4 days.
Wow.
Anyway, yeah, we big time, baby.
I know. You guys are blowing up. You guys are on all the good shows. Mountains, Monsters, Mysteries in America.
I know. It's Calvin enjoys it. Or he would be.
Completely different man from that footage.
Contacted us yesterday?
Who's that?
Ancient Alien.
Oh, Ancient Aliens. Oh, well, they're going to bring in benches. That's what they do. They brought a bench to that other one, and they're probably mad at that's the ones who had put up benches at it's called the Reed family monument. They had donated benches to maybe, I don't know. I have no connection with Ancient Aliens. I don't know if they're bringing a bench, but who knows?
You never know.
That's what they do. But yeah, that's going to be really cool. So you get to be on Ancient Aliens? Well, it's Calvin.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sounds like
got another exclusive.
Yeah, her voice. She has a really nice voice.
She does, and that's an exclusive that Ancient Aliens is going to go sniffing around the monument, going to go put their benches down like they did the other one. Oh, they got theirs back from the Reed family, and they're just going to reuse them.
That's how you.
What if our bench is on Ancient Aliens?
Oh, it's gonna be. It will be.
I know it has to be. It has
I feel it. I feel it in
everything.
Uranus, Rob.
Oh, see?
Oh my God! I hope
This
so.
is the long play, baby. But she also talked about how they didn't know that the monument was going up, and they're there with a film crew, and they just see the monument there before they're even supposed to see it. That's a weird way to find a public dedication to something that happened to you.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
I think that there's no really all the ways to find out that there's a monument at you is going to be weird because nobody really expects to have a monument about yourself.
No.
It's true. That's a good point.
Rob, you got me really distracted now thinking about the bench being on Ancient Aliens. Oh my god.
That's where my mind's going right now.
Giorgio
Like, what if the guy sits down? He's going to be